right.
So do we all talk, or is it just one of us?
We just all talk. Podcast 1, Team of Tomorrow for UF 100. I'm Willie.
I'm Alex.
I'm Jen.
And essentially we're just talking about kind of the roles of the group. And I think the main leader, I think we all agree, being Shayla. Shayla and Cam aren't here, that are also in the group. But essentially, we all feel comfortable Shayla being the leader for the group, and as far as all the other, everyone else in the group, I think we're fine being workers and helping out. Everyone else agrees, I think, but
I think we've all reached that consensus that Shayla has really taken the lead here, and I fully agree with Willie. She has taken the initiative to get our numbers and organize a text group, which has been great for communication and has helped us to coordinate with one another. So she has done excellent so far in her role as a leader.
yeah, it's still kind of early right now. We're figuring out our group dynamic, as Shayla kind of noted, for this podcast. But I don't know, Jenna, if you want to talk about kind of like what it takes for our group to be successful, or at least what we think it's going to take.
What we've discussed as far as helping us become more successful would be communication, as we've already established as being good at this point. We can't be successful without it. We also need continual teamwork. It's a fairly big project, so just one person would be hard for them to take on by themselves. So everybody working together, communicating would be a great thing to continue throughout the project. And then some of the challenges. Let's see here. What would we say?
I'd say procrastination is a challenge for any project, but also communication is a challenge in itself. Or lack of communication would be a pretty heavy challenge if we're working on a project and you can't get a hold of someone, or someone's not responding to try and get the project moved along. That can just make it take a lot longer to get something done that should have been relatively easy. So
I'd also say maybe personal schedules, that might be a challenge, trying to get everybody together. But
yeah, and I think if we just kind of block it all out and know what we have ahead of us, we can meet during the week and get whatever we need to get accomplished and kind of moved along. But so far, I don't see there being really much of an issue with this group.
Yeah. From my opinion, I haven't seen any major issues so far. I think we've done what we've needed to do, and that pretty much covers it.
Did Cameron put any notes on that for like some challenges or anything?
the challenges were just the same. What we saw was
Kind of similar, so. Cool.
Yeah, just 2 team members not being able to be in yesterday, but other than that, that's all that we have for us.
Gotcha. And overcoming the challenges. Well, what Shayla put is a quote from Richard Branson. Everyone has a voice and they need to use it. All opinion and ideas are appreciated. Any idea can be a great idea if you think differently. And I have read Richard Branson's his his biography, and he's a pretty big advocate of listening to people, especially his employees, no matter how low or high up. So I think communicating ideas and making sure everyone's inclusive to the conversation can really help, and help with the team dynamic too, because then everyone feels comfortable to weigh in. And if there was an issue that maybe one person saw and none of the rest of the team did, you may be a little less likely to speak up about it if you hadn't in the past, or don't talk with anyone or as much usually. So that's kind of a cool idea. And then essentially, texting, emailing, that seems to be fairly easy. And if it's something where you can't take a look at a Google Doc or reply back to the text or something, you can just say, I'll get to it later. And just kind of that confirmation you received the text and got the communication is probably a good way to overcome any of the challenges we might have. I don't know if you have any other inputs.
Hard work, obviously, is the best way to overcome procrastination. You just want to get on it as soon as you can, possibly. And I think that's really all I had to add.
Yeah, I think we've been pretty good about that. The fact that Shayla got on it so early, even over the holiday, and started the proposal, and that kind of got us ahead with things and made sure everyone was kind of on the same page with the product that we're agreeing on. And I think it should be a pretty easy class to get through with this group. So
Definitely agree.
cool. Yeah, if there's nothing else, I'll conclude the podcast for next week.